Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Big Blue Drew 97 here, coming at you with another manga reaction video, this time reacting to manga chapter 199 of Dr.Stone! And yes, I'm very excited for this chapter, as I am for every chapter of Dr.Stone over the past, I don't know, however long I've been reviewing / reacting to the series. So yes, I'm very excited to see all of what's going on with Dr. Stone. Last chapter, we get the confirmation that Xeno is back on the scene. He is technically alive as everyone else in the Stone world, and that he is now technically joined the Science Brigade, the Kingdom of Science, and helping them build a rocket ship. So most likely in this chapter, we're going to continue down that path to see what they're going to do, what they're going to need to build the rocket ship, gathering certain parts. They may have to break up, they may have to split up, they may even begin going across the world to try and resurrect everyone else around there. But we also had that little like dispute of morality of immortality, but we'll get to that later. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened last chapter. So most likely what is going to be happening this chapter is what I just said. We're going to get a little bit more understanding of how to build a rocket ship, and they may go around petrifying certain people. So with that out the way, let's get right into the actual reaction. But before we do that, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't done so, to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Big Blue Drew 97. If you like these type of reactions to Dr. Stone, Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, I try to do these every Sunday as soon as they are released officially in Shonen Jump. So if that's something that you're interested in, something that you enjoy, keep watching this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. With that out the way, let's get right into the chapter, starting with chapter 199. And I kind of was spoiled by the cover because I kind of clicked it early, but we start off the cover with a image of our grown-up Suika as she's carrying armor and a sword, as we get the title of the chapter, Dr. Stone by Inagaki and Boichi, Z equals 199, SuperAlloy. Oh, okay, now that makes a whole lot more sense. SuperAlloy, they're going to be, most likely they're probably going to make a parts of the rocket ship, parts of like maybe a ship. They're basically going to be creating alloys, and not just alloys, super alloys, alloys that are stronger than normal alloys. That's why they're super. Gosh, that was confusing. And yes, we get the complete confirmation that Dr. Xeno has joined the party. Also, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't get this up until now, but like each of the title boxes, like how it's like looked at like a JRPG when X has joined the party. Oh gosh, how am I just realizing that now? But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh hey look, we have Ginryo. Ginryo's like, eek! Is this the best idea? Can Xeno and his people really play nice? As we have Gin's like, I have to ask, dear Xeno, what on earth is this upper, say, suspicious machine? As he's like, it cools air. Xeno's like, it just cools air. I'm like, huh, that seems very auspicious. As we have everyone just chiming in, we have Kaiju that's like, you made an AC? Sweet! And then you have Xeno's like, to extract argon from the atmosphere. Ha! You jump to conclusion. As we have Kahaku's like, what? As we have Suika's like, how? Now that I've got some science experience, I'm curious to know how this thing works. Oh no. Oh, I mean, I'm glad that Suika is like very interested in it, while Kahaku just doesn't care. But she's like, now we have Xeno's like, once the argon gas is trapped in the glass tube, I simply apply a high voltage. But the electricity zap doesn't pass through glasses. Even I learned that much. Oh, yeah. But then you have Xeno's like, it's quite elegant how much knowledge you've gained, Suika. However, let's forgo the details in favor of a field demonstration. Is that what habit that dear Senku picked up from his mentor? Yeah, that's probably it. But oh yeah, I'm so glad that Suika is just like knows stuff now. That's great. I love it. It's just amazing. As we have Chelsea chiming in like, ore deposits around here, as we just get Chrome just going around using the device, most likely trying to pick up traces of the ore that's in the ground. I think he might have created a metal detector. As we have Xeno explaining exactly what he's doing. He's like, observe the pulse our gas has suddenly become conductive thanks to radioactive elements from the minerals. Radioactive? Ah, you mean to say this is a Geiger counter? I don't know what a Geiger counter is, but they're probably going to explain it as we have everyone reacting to it. You have Luna is like, too scary, man. Ukyo is like, it's pretty safe actually. We can measure radiation now. Oh, that's cool. And as we have Carlos is like, Xeno's science always has this dark side to it. As we have Xeno's like, this very method was used to locate ore deposits in the 21st century. Even a school child could construct the device with the gas from, say, a lighter. Why would you say that, Xeno? As we have everyone trying to find the more ore, they're going off river, they've gathered enough ore. What have they gathered? They gathered chrome ore, they've gathered, moldenite, they've also gathered, illuminite ore. I'm not saying this ore doesn't exist. Pyrochloro, okay, that probably exists as ore, as well as we have nickel ore. Okay, oh wait, okay, I think I understand. Okay, now I think I'm understanding what they mean by SuperAlloy now, with all the ore that they're gathering. Okay, I'm getting it, let me zoom out. Oh my gosh, what's even better is, like, we have Gin, who's like, why I feel as if these rare rocks might have shown up in Monster Hunter. Aha! Oh yeah, I was thinking, like, these are some weird names, but it's science. There's something named after anime in science, it's fine. As we have both Senku as well as, getting very excited as Senku's like, the rare minerals we seriously need for a spaceship. What a treasure haul! As Gin's like, not bad excavation team. As Xeno's like, elegance, no? A true stone sanctuary, as you put it. There's another metal we require, though. Yep, we're about to salvage it. Oh no, oh gosh, I forgot. It's been 7 years. Oh, it's like the Perseus, as we have Kasiki's like, oh, my Perseus, my adorable Perseus, so sorry to make you wait 7 long years. What have the years done to you? And so we have Chrome's like, bad, the ship's all rusted. I'm assuming, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, oh wait, yeah, no, it's fine. It's rusted, but you could probably, like, repair it. Yeah, it's just oxidation. You just reverse the oxidation. It's fine. That's how science works. As we have Xeno's like, once abandoned, your craft quickly lost its drainage function and was doomed to sink. As we have Kaseki, well, mark my words, the Perseus is going to be revived. And as soon as he says that, he's like, oh no, cut that out! As everyone is just breaking pieces off of the Perseus. And Kaseki's just sad. As they're like, we're recycling the iron. It totes sucks, but there's no iron in this part of South America. Yeah, okay, yeah, like I said, you can still use the iron. Even though it is rusted, you can but you can get iron back to, like, its previous state from rusting. As we have Senku basically say, good thing we have a way to rebuild the Perseus into something better, faster, and stronger. You don't say! As he burst out of his clothing. Oh gosh, Kaseki, never stay clothed forever. As we have Gin saying, you know just how to activate dear Kaseki at this point. As we have Senku basically saying, add metal to metal, use some science to activate the super combining transformation sequence, and you've got SuperAlloy we need. As we get basically a Gundam / Power Ranger / wait, I just thought of something. Because they exist in a world where Gundam and Power Rangers do not exist, you can have Gundam Power Rangers or Gundam Super Sentai. And you may be thinking, wait, isn't Super Sentai already robots? No, I mean specifically Gundams and Super Sentai. That would be freaking amazing. Do it. But yeah, copyright. But yeah, now they're apparently going to another island. Island Martin Garcia. Am I reading that right? Okay, so that's the name of the island, I guess. Island Martin Garcia that they've been on. So let's see what's happening. Let's see. They've made like a kill. Oh gosh, I forgot the word. They made a place where they're able to like heat up the iron, and then it says take the iron and toss its broken bits of chrome ore. As it's like, no. She's like, chrome? We're tossing chrome in? No, not that chrome. That chrome, the mineral ore chrome. And he's like, correct. By adding chrome to our mixture, the new alloy is endowed with multiple characteristics of quirks, making it stronger. This is a key scientific principle. No rust, no corrosion, yielding an invincible superalloy. Stainless steel acquired! Oh, yes! Now we can get to actual work. Oh, that's gonna be cool. It's like, oh, as we have Kohaku's like, oh, okay, now I've got the stainless super alloy. As we have Suika's like, what can we make with it? As we have Senku's like, good question. With stainless steel in hand, we finally get, as everyone's like, finally get canned food. Boring. Actually, you know what? That kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense that now they have canned food, which, you know, they can now store their food for longer periods of time over the sea with like fish and meats, which, you know, okay, I think this is basically confirming that, yeah, they're going to be going around the world and trying to unpetrify the people. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, now that they have stainless steel, now that they can like keep the food fresher longer over like the periods of like months at a time, and it'll still be fresh. Yeah, that's actually, yeah. Don't take that for granted. Like, you can have stuff last for years. Don't take canned food for granted. It's dope. I like it. It's not healthy with all the preservatives, but hey, it could last like multiple years. So yeah. And now we have like both Tsukasa as well as Hyoga gathering up the meats, while we have Francois packing them up, as we have Xeno basically saying, I suppose we're free to pillage every ultra rare mineral we can find across this planet. The addition of zinchromium and tantalum will produce elegant food cans that could last for at least 3,700 years. Yeah, a can like that would cost 1,000,000 yen in the old days. 1,000,000 yen for one can? Dang. Also, something else I forgot to bring up is that also with the stainless steel, they also created cooking knives, which now Francois was able to make sushi. So that's cool. As we have, not Tsukasa, but we have Kohaku's like, I get it, with stainless steel, there's always going to be food ready to serve, so we can finally get to reviving a city's worth of people all around the world. As we have Chrome's like, hang on, that might be true, but we need this stuff for the rocket and the ship. As now we have Carlos that is like breaking everyone else out of the rocks, and even Taiju is breaking the like female wrestler out, as as we have Xeno basically over the radios, most likely telling them everything that's going on. As he points up to the moon, everyone looks up to the moon, and I think that he basically tells us like, hey, we need to work together with these kids so that we can get up to the moon and, you know, try to stop that man. So yeah, now everyone is working together. Xeno is like officially working with them. He's not going to betray them yet. And now we have the spaceship we need for our moon mission. Still requires plenty of resources. Coming from Xeno's mouth, scattered all over the globe. So yeah, they still have to go around the globe, so they're going to unpetrify people there. That's cool. It's like, haha, as we have Risui saying, haha, there's no time to lose. We'll craft our new ship and continue with our worldwide treasure hunt. Shall we divide and conquer then? I craft the rocket engine while you build the new Perseus. Yep, time's not on our side, so the two science pros can't work together all buddy-buddy. Oh no. As he said, I ought to notice that this stainless steel we've made is only level 1. Everyone's like, what? Level 1? If we're any hope of reaching Y-Man via spacecraft, we require far superior superalloys. what smells kind of bad, as we see this like one machine that most likely he built to try and get that super alloy. It's like, it converts nickel to gas, thereby purifying it. To put it simply, this facility will level up our super alloys. Oh, okay, that makes sense. As we have Xeno about to go into a long rant, it's like, the process creates a fatal toxin that not even a gas mask could guard against. When absorbed through the skin, it leads to a quick death. Wow! A leak could have deadly, as we have both not Xeno, but Chrome and Geen being shocked. But Xeno continues on with, a leak could have deadly results. So we started with our level 1 stainless steel, which can contain the poison. Perhaps it'll stand over there. As we have Geen saying, perhaps I'll stand over there. As we have Xeno once again, reaching for outer space will require more resources as we continue across our scientific roadmap. Poisons and other horrors are inevitable, and lesser minds are sure to criticize us for dabbling with such forces. This journey demands a villain, and I shall happily accept that role. A science user of darkness. Oh gosh. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm still not surprised. As we have him continue, it's like, I shall ignore the bleating of the mindless masses, leaving me free to commit the necessary science. Meanwhile, Senku will be your science user of light, the one who leads you all into a bright future. How truly elegant. To every role, the perfect player. Oh, then what is Chrome going to be? As Chrome begins bringing together different types to create the strongest possible team, just like a super alloy. As we have both Taiju as well as Mia, I remember her name, or Maya, however it's pronounced, just both hammering in, shattering the rock, realizing how strong they both are, and just join together in unity. As she says, haha, people all over the globe can finally come together as one. Super Alloy City founded! Yes! As we get this one image of what we're assuming South America used to look like with the belly dancers and all that. It looks very nice. As we have the final part of this chapter where we have Xeno saying, science is how we'll stand against the power of the fantastic with a science of darkness and of light. End of chapter. Yeah, no. Like I've been saying for the past few weeks, this was a great chapter of Dr. Stone. Like, all of the chapters have been great, and I'm not saying this because I'm biased against science, but yeah, this was a very good chapter. What we saw, most likely what was happening in this chapter, we see that Xeno has officially joined the crew. Now I'm starting the review portion. Has officially joined the review, which is pretty amazing. I really enjoyed this chapter, and probably the parts that I probably enjoyed the most isn't just like the science and how Xeno is basically able to use like a lot of the more dubious aspects of science that could have like extremely like harmful effects on not just the environment but the people, but he's willing to do it to get like what he needs effectively and as quickly as possible, which is why he classifies himself as like the science user of darkness, while Senku is going to be the one to like lead people to the light as the science user of light, meaning that there could reach a moment where like if it causes for like if there's a science that causes people death and like destruction and harm, Senku may not be the one to actually physically create it, even if he knows how to do it, but Xeno is going to be the one to do it if it means getting to their goal faster. So we're seeing like the two dichotomies between Xeno and Senku, where Senku, when he realizes that he can like use the steel to create something, he uses it to create things that are beneficial to the people, canned food, stainless steel knives. But when it came to Xeno, what he first did with it is that he made a machine that could potentially kill a whole lot of people through toxic fumes. So yeah, like I said, this shows like the dichotomy between Xeno and Senku, even to the point where when it comes to like how they actually physically look, you see in this one panel where you have Xeno who's dressed in all black, and how Senku is dressed basically in all white, with like the only difference being that he's also wearing a black cape, showing that he is accepting some of the darknesses of science, but still overall there's more light on him than there is dark. And the same can be said about Xeno himself, where he's basically covered in all black, but he still has white aspects of him. that could be indication of he still has some aspects of light on him as well. So it's very interesting to see that they've established that dichotomy, and if you actually look at the two characters, you can see it physically being represented by their like character when it comes to their clothing as well as their actions. So that's very interesting to see a little bit more of that. But as well as just seeing that they're establishing that they need to advance their sciences to a point, as well as confirming that they still have to go around the world. They still are missing a lot of resources. They do have a lot of resources here that they need, but they still need to go around the world to do it, because Xeno was still one man. Even though he's capable of building the rocket ship and gathering all the pieces at that moment, he's probably would still need a whole lot of help, which is why they're deciding to break up the science crew into two parts, which is very interesting and could be very, very tricky, because here's the thing. Xeno and everyone knows how to make the revive of Blue technically, so there is a chance that he could revive Stanley. But I think that Xeno in this chapter has established that his wanting to defeat the Y-Man precedes his interest to try and revive Stanley at this moment. So most likely he isn't going to plan on betraying Senku anytime soon. So it is safe to say that he can work in Alloy City. Most likely Xeno is going to be working at Alloy City, making sure like the engine is created, while Senku goes around the world resurrecting everyone from the islands, most likely taking a little bit more people with him, reestablishing Corn City. Most likely they're going to communicate with Xeno, and then they're going to be working together, and they're going to bury the hatchet, hopefully, and then Senku is most likely going to be going to like China, going back to Japan, going all around the world, gathering up more resources and trying to like gather them up, bring them eventually back to South America, where they will complete the spaceship. And while he's doing that, what they're establishing in this chapter right now is that while Xeno is still trying to create the space engine, Senku is going to create a new Perseus, creating it out of stainless steel so it doesn't rust. So it may not be as big as the original Perseus. It's going to most likely be very big, and it's going to probably take them a few years to do it. So most likely in the next chapter, we're probably going to cut to them creating another Perseus. It may take them a year. It may take them like the Perseus 2.0. It may take them a few months. We just don't know. It just depends on how large the Perseus is going to be, because the original Perseus, that took them like a couple, like maybe like a little bit less than a year when they like rescued Ryusui, because like they're like around like when they were resurrected, it took them like a year to like go with Tsukasa to defeat him. That took like about a year, and then it took like maybe another year or two for them to create the Perseus. So it's going to be a long process, but because they have stainless steel, they may be able to do it like quickly and more effectively, and they may make it a little bit smaller. So we may have like only like a few people from the Kingdom of Science going around the world, while everyone else is going to stay here in SuperAlloy City and help Xeno with the engine, which would make sense that you would have people that you trust here with Xeno than having them all leave. So they're most likely going to split the party. Most likely Ryusui, Senku, Chrome, Gin, and Ukyo are going to go with them to Corn City, to wherever they are, gathering up the resources. Most likely Kohaku is going to be there, as well as Tsukasa is probably going to be there. Hyoga may stay behind. They may bring Chelsea, they may bring Luna, Carlos and Max may stay behind. They probably will bring Taiju, and I hope they also decide to bring Suika, because she's established that she has been useful. So, but she may stay behind. I hope that's not the case, because I really want to see more of her, but possibly within the next chapter, they're going to build the Perseus, as well as Perseus 2.0, and decide who's going to go with them, also Kaseki possibly, who's going to go with them around the world, and they're going to have to gather up more resources and unpetrify the people around the world. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to really say. There was a lot of like comedic and funny scenes in this chapter, mainly with like Taiju, Gin, Chrome, and their reactions, and even like I said, when it came to Suika, she had a lot of funny moments, but we also seen Suika's development and her knowledge of science, how Kohaku is still like very like ignorant of all of the science, but because Suika had to do this for like several years, she has like an understanding of like science, and how she even questions like Xeno, who knows a lot more than her, and Xeno's like, oh yeah, that's very impressive that you know that. So yeah, she does know a whole lot of science. So when it comes to like pretty much everyone there, she's probably probably higher than literally Gin, higher than Ukyo, Kohaku, Tsukasa, Hyogyo when it comes to science, and she's like relatively the youngest there. So it's amazing to see. Most likely she's hopefully going to play a larger role in the story moving forward. At least that's what I hope. So yeah. A lot of stuff happened. Xeno joined the party. They acquired stainless steel. They're planning on creating different super alloys. They created a machine that is very deadly, that shows the dichotomy between Senku and Stanley when it comes to how Xeno is the scientist of darkness, while Senku is the scientist of light, as well as them basically establishing that they're going to be working together. We've actually seen the resurrection of both Mia and the oh gosh, what's her name? I didn't bring this up, but she's basically Rule like 63 Stanley. I forgot her name, but she's also resurrected. It's just going to be a very interesting movie forward. It's Dr.Stone is far from being over. They have to break up the teams eventually to basically have one team staying in SuperAlloy City, which they were able to found, while you have another crew going around the world, unpetrifying people, gathering up more resources, and most likely bringing them back to SuperAlloy City while establishing the other cities as well. So yeah, this is going to be a very interesting run for Dr. Stone. We're still far from the end of this series. We probably have we could have maybe another 100 chapters before anything goes down, and next chapter will be chapter 200. So most likely something big is going to be happening next chapter. It's probably going to be a longer chapter, and like I said, we may get the confirmation of the Perseus being built, as well as who's going to be going on the trip in the Perseus, and we may actually see them leave next chapter. That's my thoughts about what's going to go on next chapter, as well as my thoughts on this chapter. So, and this is pretty much the end of the review, so I'm going to ask y'all, what did you think of this chapter? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What did you enjoy about it? Leave your comments down in the comments down below, as well as leave a like on this video if you liked it. Hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I upload more videos like this, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Blue Dream 97. Do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye!